What is happening, everybody? It is a beautiful day today. I just had to go out for a ride. It was so beautiful. It is Saturday, March 22nd, 2025. It is 1:22 in the afternoon, and it is 75 degrees and sunny. And we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. So, went ahead and rode today. Yeah, I missed posting a video last week. I didn't have time to go out for a bike ride. So, but anyway, we're going today. I'm still waiting on my accountant to call me and tell me my taxes are ready. She's had those for about a week. We might take the bike out to go get those. We'll see how the weather is. I'm thinking she'll probably call me this week or something. So I think on the last video I posted something about them finding a body in the ditch over there by some apartments. And they have an update. Kind of interesting. So the body they found was of a guy from Holt, H-O-L-T, Holt, Florida. And the police were looking for him in connection with another dead body in Florida. So, and I think they were looking, the guy they found in West Monroe, they were looking at him, I guess suspecting him of drug trafficking. So, well, they found him. So, that's about all the details the news had on that. So that's the update on that story. Well, we start our walkabout tournament, our group. There's 4 of us. We're going to do a walkabout tournament between the 4 of us. It's going to go over 8 courses. We're going to do 1 course every week. So tonight's the first round. And then at the end, what we're doing is first place in each round. First place gets 25 points, second place 20, third 15, and fourth 10. So, you know, if you just bomb around, you can still come back. And we're going to do different things in each round. Like this round's just going to be stroke play. I think next round's going to be match play. And then we're going to have a hole-in-one challenge round where only hole-in-ones count and stuff like that. So that ought to be fun. Looking forward to that. I haven't practiced. I may have to play a few rounds on that course when I get back this afternoon. Just to warm up a little bit. Well, I tell you, school's going pretty good. Oh, let me tell you, my poor old legs and poor old feet, they are just worn out at the end of the day teaching with them 4 in a row. Man, but it is nice getting off earlier. I'm out of there about 1:30, 1:45, so that's the good part. Normally it'd be about 3:15 before I got out. So I guess I can't complain too much about that. And as the quarter goes, hopefully I'll get a little more accustomed to it. Let's see, let's go down this road right here. Give them our hand signal. I guess I've been down here. I don't know if I've been down this road. Yeah, my daughter, she goes, that's the road she goes down. She does some babysitting and stuff. So I know I've been down here in a car before. I shouldn't have brought the front camera with me. Y'all gonna see me yawning now. No, we'll just go down here and maybe ride in some different places. How about that? No, I see where I am now. Yes, I see where I am. That reminds me of that FedEx truck. I don't know how many of you belong to that Mooncool Facebook page. But somebody posted it on there. They had a bad experience with one of them FedEx drivers. They said that FedEx Cup driver was cussing them and everything, complaining about having to deliver the bike and all that stuff. I've heard some bad stories about FedEx drivers. But then you hear good stories about them, so I don't know. Oh, look at that water. Oh, that's nice out there. Yeah, I remember back when I was young, we'd go out there to Moon Lake all the time and go skiing on the weekends. I mean, we'd get out there about 10 o'clock in the morning and we'd come back, or sometimes 9 o'clock in the morning, we'd come back when it was getting dark. We was talking about that last night in our putt-putt group. I remember I thought the best time to water ski was right there when the sun started to go down. Wasn't many people out there, and man, that water was just like glass. It was so nice skiing on that. I tell you, we had a little bit of cold weather last week. Got down in the 30s. 30s in the morning and got up into the 70s and 80s in the afternoon. Big temperature change there. But I don't think we have much cold weather left. There's a truck behind me. They going slower than I am. They must be sightseeing. We used to do that. On a Sunday, we'd get in the car and just go drive around and look. It's more fun getting on the bike and just driving around and looking, I think. All right, so we got Whites Ferry Road up here. And I am gonna see if I go down this road here. Oh, that's not a road. Well, it says Evans Road, but that's not a road. It don't go anywhere. I don't know if I want to go down here. No, we're going to turn around and go back. That White's Ferry Road, it's a pretty busy road. And it's a good ways on back around. We'll go back around this way. There's another road up here we'll go down. I haven't eaten any lunch yet. It's 1:32. Maybe I'll get home before 2 o'clock and eat me a little bit for lunch. Got up this morning, made me a nice little old breakfast. Biscuits, eggs, and sausage. I hadn't done that in a while. Normally I just get up there and make some cereal or some of them Pop-Tarts. But I asked everybody else in the house, I said, y'all want some biscuits and eggs? They said, nope. I said, all right, I'll just make me some then. Our cat got out the other day. We didn't even know it. He was sitting there, and I wasn't even looking for her in the house. It's amazing how those cats, they just get there in the house and you can't find them for nothing. But anyway, Shannon went outside. Is this the road I want to go down? Nope. I think it might be this one. This one or the next one. Nope. It's this one up here, I think. Let me find the road and then I'll tell y'all about cat. Yeah, this is it. Now, Shannon went outside and she come back in and she said, Steve, she said, did you know Bookie was outside? She just came running from across the road. I said, no, I had no idea she was out there. They're sneaky, sneaky. I wonder why they have a four-way stop right here. That just don't make sense to me. That's kind of weird. Y'all see that? Huh. I tell you, I like it back here. I've ridden back here several times. It's nice back here. They got some nice houses. A bit out of my budget, I would imagine. I don't even know if I've ever... I don't know. Let's go down this road. I don't think we've been down here before. We might have. We'll see. Yeah, I think if we would have went straight, I think it dead ends and you got to turn around. Probably does the same thing here too. tell you. Yeah, I don't think I've been down here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to turn around here, or does it turn left up here? No, we gotta turn around. Oh, that's fine. All right, I think we'll go on and head back to the house. I like that house right there. And I like that one up over there too. I like all of them. Yeah, there's this one house out there, and like you're going out to Farmable, I believe it is. It's a guy that he ran CenturyLink. I guess that's what it's called. I know it's been called CenturyTel, CenturyLink, CenturyTelephone. Well, he's retired, and he's got a house. He built him a house, and I think we went out there and we looked at it. Man, it's a huge house. It's got an indoor swimming pool. And, but no, it's big. But I'll tell you something about that Century. Y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I can't. And it might be something else now, I don't know. And I drive by it some too, but I can't never remember the name. I gotta drive by it when I go to my parents' house. But anyway, CenturyTel, CenturyLink, or Century, whatever it is now. I remember when they built that big old headquarters there on 165, it used to not be there. It was a much smaller company. Century Telephone. It was in Marion, Louisiana. Small town. If you drive through it and blink, you'll miss it. It's where my dad grew up, and my grandmother worked there. And she retired from there. And I remember when my daughter, when she was younger, I guess she was maybe 5 or so, something like that. Well, that CenturyLink, they'd have a big old huge company party every year. I don't know if they still do it, but there's a big old pecan orchard next to them, and they'd have it out there. And when I say a big old company party, I'm talking about they'd have rides like you'd see at these little fairs and stuff. They would have tons and tons of food. You'd have CC's pizza there, and just anything you wanted to eat, you could get it pretty much. And this was well after she retired, but anybody that worked there or retired from there, they could come there and they could bring guests. And I remember my grandmother, me and my daughter went with her. And we had a good time. But yeah, they're a pretty big company now. Oh, and I never realized it. until now, and I can see I'm doing it now. But when I talk in the videos, how I'll use my hands sometimes. My mom pointed that out to me in my last video. I think she got a little chuckle out of it. She said, do you know in your videos, when you're talking, you talk with your hands? She said it wasn't that you took your hands off the handlebars a lot, but you'd point your fingers and move your fingers around. And she got her a good laugh out of that. So I guess now, if I watch my own videos, I'll be looking at that the whole time. I don't know. I do that when I'm teaching too. I'll use my hands a lot. Let's see if the camera is still running. Yep. I tell you, I know I've mentioned the microphones I have. The Rode Wireless Go 2, still called the Wireless Go 2, but because it comes with 2 lav mics. That's what I got, but I only got the one with 1 lav mic. It was $100 cheaper, and I don't really see any need of me needing 2 lav mics. And then, y'all know I got this DJI Mini. Let me tell you, if this DJI Mini would have came out before I got that Rode, I would have gotten this one. I'm telling you. Instead of, I wouldn't have even gotten the Rode. I might have bought 2 of these DJIs. I think 2 of them was like $160, something like that. But what I like about it, and I'm sure, I know, well, the Rode don't have it, but DJI's other mics might have it. But I love how it's got the clip where you can clip it on, and how it's got the magnet. I love that with the magnet, because I can put it anywhere on my shirt that I want. The ones that clip, I have to clip to my collar, and they're way up here. But this one I can put further down. See, I got that. I got my mic is right here. So, but I like that about this. I find myself grabbing this mic before I do the Rode. But I think DJI's, those other mics, the more professional mics, I think they have the magnet too, where you can just magnetize it. But no, you see that the little white camera that I'm recording with now? That's the camera I use to record those the cutting horses, and the ones that I use to film the Clydesdale. This little part right here, I guess you can see that. I pulled that out, and that's all I use to record with. And the big white thing, that goes in your pocket. So that's how I recorded those. And it's good to record, you know, back facing me too. Oh, and I found another VR game. I haven't tried it yet, but it's free. I don't know how many of you are interested in drones and remote control airplanes, but they have an app in there where you can get on your headset and you can fly RC planes. I'm gonna download it and try it and see how it works. There's been some pretty good reviews on it, so I'm gonna give it a try. go to yawning again. I don't know what it is. Slept pretty good last night. Huh. There was well, I'll tell y'all about that story in the next video. About a principal around here. Boy, I tell you, there was a lot of mixed comments on that story too. But I might put that in the next video. Ooh. Yeah, I guess it's starting to get that time of the year where people are going to start going fishing. A fire chief. Let's see, how far have we ridden? Not bad, 8.4 miles. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to, I know I hadn't even eaten lunch yet, but I'm gonna need to figure out what I'm gonna eat for supper tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I was gonna cook breakfast tonight for supper, but I had that this morning. I don't wanna have it twice in one day. Alright, well, we are just about home. I think I'm gonna call it a video. I appreciate you coming along with me on this ride. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other videos. Give me a like, share, subscribe, comment. And I will see y'all in the next one. Later.